Well, another thing, wanted to show you. Okay, so the installation, you won't see this in a factory. I used to work in factories. Time is of the essence in a factory. It's all about how many parts you can crank out. Now, they do have tolerances. It's not junk parts in factories. But it's a whole different focus than a custom shop. So we got that in there. And just to show you the level of care that I'm doing here. So I've got quarter sawn maple, which means the grain is standing on end. So when I've got these pilot holes in here, since I'm coming between layers of grain that are stacked vertically, the potential for separating the grain in those pilot holes is greater than if I was drilling through wood that had grain oriented like this. However, there's other advantages to having quarter sawn necks. Anyways, one of the things I'm doing today, you would just never see this done at a factory, right? So I'm sticking these screws in after, applying the wax using a micro hand screwdriver here, just finger tight. And then I'm only going in until it's resisting. And when it resists, the wood is saying stop. And if you don't listen to the wood, the next sound you're going to hear will break your heart, because it'll be a and it's split. Now, how far it's split is a whole different story. If it was just the beginnings of a split, you may survive as long as you finish the job carefully. Maybe you pull out some CA glue or something. Again, you want to get this right if possible the first time. It's a delicate operation. And just taking that time. Now that I've inserted the screws, got them halfway in there, wood stretches. Wood isn't, it seems really hard to us, but it's not glass. Even glass is not hard over time. It's a liquid, right? If you look at old windows, they sag, they're thicker at the bottom. So wood, although we like to think of it as a hard material, it will give. And so I'm sticking these screws in about halfway, and I don't want to hear any cracking, and I'm going to leave those screws sit, and hopefully the wood will acclimate and sort of enlarge to accept those screws. And then we can finish it gracefully without forcing anything, splitting wood, breaking anything. And that's step one on building your Warmoth to Guitar Boutique standards. Love ya. Be safe. Take care in this crazy world.